So I would want to test you to see whether you still can remember those things I taught you. Okay, let me make it bigger in case let's see. Thomas, are you able to turn on your camera? Thank you. Do you have any practical exam tomorrow? Pure bio or pure physics, pure chemistry? Ian and Thomas? No, don't have. Thomas also don't have. Don't have practical. So what, all your practical over already?
Yeah, I think for pure science, practical long over already. And yeah,
Wait. You're saying pure science as in chemistry, physics, and bio?
should be long over already. Combined science should be over by this week as well.
Oh, so this okay, wakarimashita. Thank you very much. Okay. Now let's start now. So we talk about this. Can you roughly tell me just a recap again now? Okay, Ian, I think it should be no problem. So what do you think about issue one? What topic are we all know? Well, not that cousin of Donald Duck, please, your background. Okay. You put Donald Duck, okay. At least you put my car, you see, I just bought this car. So nice. Oh, you see. Okay, come. Hey, you know about 26, huh? Banzai! Jifung, Banzai! You know it's Banzai, right, Michael? No. Do you know what is Banzai? No? 不是大便 eh? Do you know what is that, Michael? What is Banzai?
I think they screamed it when they did kamikaze attacks.
No, Banzai is one sui, one sui. Scream is okay, you can say that they scream when they say Banzai. Okay, fair enough. That's okay, fair enough. Okay. So come, what do you think issue one is about, Ian?
It's about citizenship.
Okay, then.
What it means to be in Singapore.
Okay. No. How many chapters are there in issue one?
Is it 3?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Don't is it like yeah, bro? You're taking exam, not me. On the 26th of October is 10:30 a.m. At Grassroots Club. Please come. That one is considered one lesson. A face-to-face lesson. So I gotta prepare material for you. Zachary, can you turn on your camera? How about Thomas? Issue one consists of how many chapters, and what are the main focus we are talking about in issue one? Five seconds. If you cannot think, please say the word pass. Okay? Any one of you.
Pass.
Thank you. Zachary?
What was the question? I just joined.
Issue one. How many chapters are there, and what are the main focus of issue one?
Issue one as in chapter 1.
No. Thomas and Zach, can you later give me your social studies score for your prelim? Thank you. Issue one consists of how many chapters? Michael?
I believe that issue one has like about 5 chapters, I believe.
Is your SS textbook with you?
No.
Wait. Issue 1 is 6, right?
No. Wait. Where is your SS textbook?
In my room.
Is this your room?
No.
Ian, is your textbook with you?
No.
Yes? No.
It is with me.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Thomas? Is your textbook with you?
No.
Okay. Zach, is your textbook with you?
No.
No. Okay. It consists of 3 chapters. What are the 3 chapters? It's mainly about being a citizen of my country. Decide what is good for the society, as well as we work for the good of society. So it's called the LRIC. Okay, nationality, race, rights and religions, and identity, and what? Citizenship. That is for issue 1, consists of 3 chapters. Maybe your new textbook might be 4 chapters. Okay, regardless of it, issue 1, that's a quick one. We want to recall it. So Ian, what do you think, since we know about chapter 1, 2, 3 for issue 1, what are mainly the G's of it for this NRIC? What do you think you will be tested on most of the time?
Like the rights and obligations.
Okay, like what? Give example lah.
The NS.
NS, okay, National Service, well done. How about Michael?
Maybe something related to like the benefits a citizen would have, maybe like like something like Medicare or something like that.
Medicare, Medishields are okay. Yeah, okay. That means the rights to be a citizen. What is the write down or please write down. What is the entitlements are given to a citizen with a pink IC, right? That's why the issue 1 is an NRIC. Thank you. Thomas, what are the G's of it for issue 1? What do you think you will be kind of tested on? Zach, can you give me your SS mark? And Thomas, please. In the Zoom chat. Okay, Thomas. Thomas? What do you think issue 1's mostly cover? Can it be education? Yeah, Thomas, can you hear me? Thank you, Zachary. Can it be education? Zach, what do you think? Thomas, can you hear me? Thomas?
Yeah. I was searching what is issue 1.
No, issue. No. Don't search. I want you to straight away tell. Don't go and Google. Don't go and textbook. Straight away tell me anything. Imagine in the exam you cannot search, right? You immediately have to come and think of it. Imagine you're good of society. Zach, what do you think?
Is it just like the national, like your national identity and stuff?
Okay, your citizenship rights, okay. That means what you're entitled of, like for example, your CDC voucher or this thing, okay. And then whether you are giving the EduSave awards or this thing, okay, fair enough. What about issue 2? How many topics, Michael?
I think it is 4 topics.
4 topics, Yes, you're right. So issue 2 talk about FLOATS floats, and we're talking about the greater diversities, how the diversity affect the individual of the countries, as well as the group in the country, as well as the whole entire governments, how they segregate, how they give benefits, how they protect the minorities, race like the Malays or Indians, as well as the Eurasians, right? And how can we respond to a diverse world? So some people might have this word start with X. What is that word? Yeah, what's the word X? Start with X.
Xenophobia.
Xenophobia, that's right. That means anti-foreigners. What about issue 3? Zachary, how many topics chapter are there?
Issue 3. Issue 3, is it about the terrorism?
Okay. So how many chapters are there? So we know issue 2 got 4 chapters. And most of the things that tested will be more to like how it works. How can you blend into a society that has different race? Okay. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, how?
Wait,
How
if
many-
I'm not wrong, it's two or
Two
three.
2 or 3 chapter, all right. Ian, how many chapter?
3.
Yeah.
3 chapter.
Huh? I can't hear you. 3, Did you say 3? Oh, okay. So very soft. Michael?
I think I'll also go with 3.
Jialat lah, 4 chapter, brother. Chapter 8, we talk about the globalized world, okay? We talk about the 海陆空, the air, the sea, the land transport with all the T. And chapter 9, we talk about the rising economy like Singapore. And then chapter 10, we talk about, remember, the food fusions, the culture, the fashions. Remember? And then the last but not least, we talk about the cyber security and security threats. So take note, guys. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about issue ones. We talk about nationality, race, rights, and religions, identity of social status, the high class, middle class, lower class. And also we talk about FAS students, FAS that needs help for financial assistance, and the citizenship with the different cultures, their values, like they come and to celebrate their gazetted holidays like the Chinese New Year, the Hari Raya, the Diwali, which is going to celebrate by end of this month, and Christmas and all this, right? Issue two, we talk about floats, which is talking about foreigners coming to Singapore to work. Will they bring their cultures, their custom, their way of living in the past? In their countries, will bring it to the locals here in Singapore. And we talk about the local peoples. Are we able to accept foreigners or xenophobia? Are we giving the opportunities to the local to find jobs or give to the foreigners where they get lesser pay and cheaper jobs? And the last, not the last one, the 3A, create the awareness among the different diversity group and alerts one another. Why need to alert? So sometimes there might be some racial discriminations or biasness or racism. And this will draw our attention to bring closer. Like, for example, if your neighbor just moved in as a Malay couple or Malay family, what will you do? During Chinese New Year, you invite them to your house and provide them with a halal food, for example, and vice versa. And then are we drawing the right attention to give the right people the amount of respect right now? Okay, this is more to the amount of respect. What is the threats? Just stop here. What do you think the threats will be, Zachary?
The threats are like
That the foreigners pose to the Singaporean, that they feel threatening, that, oh my goodness, these foreigners coming to Singapore, die la, what happened, how?
or threats could be like decrease in job opportunities, because
Right now,
more
very
people
good.
coming in means more people need jobs, which leads to job shortage.
Very good. How about you, Thomas? What are the threats that the foreigners that you may think when post coming to Singapore?
Taking the locals' jobs.
Yeah, as what Jack mentioned, besides local jobs. In fact, there are a lot.
Then also there's like I think there's something called like the culture
Culture shock.
文化入侵 like yeah.
Oh, culture invasion right
Yeah.
now. Good. Culture invasions. Example become more, and that's why other Muslim countries, they feel that this K-pop has kind of ruined their entire cultures of civilizations, their traditional values. No, they cannot allow the girls to wear until like 哇很暴露啊，好像没有衣服穿，好像是丐帮这样。Okay, thank you. 议员呢？ What are the threats that you think that Singaporeans face when foreigners come to Singapore?
Wait, did they say this already? But it's like job competition.
Yeah, say it already. We are revising. This month is more or less revising through, enforce, enhance, and ensure that you get the right things to say the right thing.
I mean, like, if foreigners, maybe like if tourists, then they will like damage the environment.
Huh? Tourists what happened?
Like damage the environment.
Huh? Tourists come to Singapore will damage the environment.
Yeah,
You mean they anyhow pee?
like they just
Or
litter.
litter?
Yeah,
Sorry.
because it's like not their environment.
Oh, sorry. If the tourists would have litter, they will get warning, and if continue to do that, they will get fined or even jail. So no way. The tourists coming to Singapore, they know where at the moment they landed in Singapore, they'll know certain rules and regulations. Okay, of course, first time they don't know, they smoke under the certain place, they get no smoking sign. I don't know, smoking area, they smoke. Okay, maybe tourists can give first warning. But if they caught by the authorities, they sometimes can make a fine and tell them to warn them, whatever. So it's not that really a threat. To me, I feel it. Dr. Michael?
Culture dilution.
Sorry again.
Culture dilution.
Okay, God. Oh, okay. That becomes like same as the one culture attack invasions. And
Mm.
how come nobody write down about competition for housing? Write down
Oh yeah, housing.
competition for housing. 你们这些外国人来自新加坡买这么多 condominium 买这些 property，弄到那个那个地产 all the property price so high, and then we can't afford it. You spoil market. So in terms of education also possible. Housing is one of them, and of course, job is the most common one. Another one, the possibility will be the fighting for manpower, as in for small, medium-sized businesses. Okay, that will be also affect. Okay, what kind of system should we in place in order to make sure everyone have a fair share in Singapore, be it foreigners or locals or even PR, come to Singapore? A system that must be fair in terms of, for example, for jobs, they will give priority to Singaporeans and PR, and then followed by the foreigners. For housing, of course, we give to the minority base and so on. So let's talk about the last issue 3 from 8 to 11. Now, workers in the world with 5T. What are the T's? The training. So you see, I think this topic will link you to those of you who are going for A levels next year. So what kind of training? What kind of training do you think, Thomas, would that be? If you are the workers and the staff of Singapore, what kind of training do you think you expect to get? Thomas?
Cultural.
Training of cultures.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Why you say training of culture?
So that the workers won't like fight with the locals about their cultures and maybe like say anything like not inappropriate. So there's no like riots kind of things. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then. Yeah. Carry on. Carry on, Hayuma?
No.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Zachary?
I would say the same thing, like they won't like start like racial riots and stuff, then they won't like there will be like lower cases of like racism related.
What got to do with training? I'm talking about training. Training.
Yeah, so they become more educated like about certain like they're about like other races and stuff.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Ken. How about Ian? What kind of training are we talking about? Yeah.
Like, is it just a training to like know how to work?
Yes, you are right. You are absolutely right. I'm looking for that one. It's called write down skill future. Okay, it's training to upskill for those 40 years and above. Upskill to stay competitive, to stay competitive, to stay relevant, and to stay employability right now. Okay, to stay employability. So you tell me, right? Don't bring foreigners, right? Okay, lor. The government give you another second chance to do all these things. Then you don't complain, Okay, so Michael, Thomas, Zachary, and Ian. Yesterday I was doing one of my police duty jobs. So one of my colleagues, during pandemic COVID, he was doing MBS, the one on top of the swimming pool. So he was telling me, a social distancing ambassador, and also looking around at the swimming pool to make sure there's a social distancing gap, and make sure that everything is smooth and secure. It's really the government pay him or allow him to learn all these skills, different skill set, like something like security, and then able to employ him to become the salary is not so fantastic, okay, Thomas and Ian and Zachary and Michael. Not very fantastic, but able to 为了三餐而生存. So he got pay and he got a job. Of course, got overtime, so enough to cover her bachelorhood's expenses. So training. So how about you, Michael? What other trainings do we talk about here?
Maybe like language training, because maybe some of
Yes.
them don't know how to speak English.
Yes, you are right. Write down the digital ambassador. Remember, there are some auntie uncle who do not know how to pay lah, pay now. So in those hawker center, I think 你们有去过 hawker center 吃对吗？ Then 有时候你忘记拿你的钱包，then you say, hey auntie uncle, can I do a pay now? Of course, for you it's chicken feed lah, so easy. But for those auntie uncle may not be able to. Sorry, some more pay now, some more pay wave, or they don't have pay cash. So this is where the training comes in to educate this hawker center to go right down cashless, to ensure that they have the monies are safeguarded in their bank, but some of them they don't like. In fact, it's much better than to carry cash around and then you go and bang in your cash and then you worry people follow you from behind and rob you, that kind of stuff. So another training can we talk about is the training in terms of military and police. Okay, because we need to upgrade ourselves. Even now, the police have to learn how to fly a drones. Military have to get to know what is cyber crime, cyber security, cyber attack right now. So these trainings is part and parcel of any countries who want to keep abreast of their technology, to keep forefronts of other countries so that they can protect the data of them, but your countries. Transaction, we are talking about the free trade agreements, all right, free trade agreements, and transaction where you allow bilateral relationship to trade freely and not so much of the tariff, which is the tax. And of course, we talk about technology. We share the kind of technology that we have. You know about VEP, right? Ian, Thomas, Michael, you know the VEP, the Malaysia car going to, the Singapore car going to Malaysia, right? Right, Michael, you know, right? And then Zach, you know, it's a screw up. It's a screw up. I want to laugh, sorry. Because they were so proud and thinking that you're using that to deter and to reduce that kind of traffic jam. End up it worse. End up nobody, the Singaporean can't enter JB, Johor Bahru, because of the BP. And they are not ready. Please test your system well before you implement. So that shows that there are people who are so sarcastic about that, say, yeah, all the staff are sitting in the bedroom doing nothing, get paid. So is the technology important? Yes, because technology can cut down a lot of unnecessary unproductive time. And technology can speed up the process in order to make the country to keep abreast and keep on top of a competitive world. The transport itself, you realize recently the MRT broke down, right? Because at the climatic area, and they start to upgrade. So transport need to upgrade in order to provide first class right now, to provide first class transport system. So why first class? So that people go to work will be more productive. Okay, trade is the trading partner. You have to sign agreement so that there's no embargo, no sabotage, and everyone trades freely and more frequently so that you can bring up the economy. Leadership, diplomacy, and deterrence, we know that one, don't need to say. We are talking about how we want to make this place a better place by signing agreements with leaderships like Singapore and Malaysia bilateral, and then Singapore and ASEAN regional, and Singapore with the whole entire world is a United Nations. Okay, so defense and technology, as you know, Singapore is a small country. How do we provide technology? And you know that the manpower is getting lesser. Male which is 18 years old are getting lesser to be in the army or police or SCDF. How can we beef up the defense? So we have to use AI, robots, and like other things that we can replace human factors. Not all, but this is one way to make sure that people will not attack you. Just like I can't imagine Ian, Thomas, and Zach and Michael. I can't imagine Israel only got 9 million of populations. And they are surrounded by all his enemy. Surprisingly, with 9 million people, they can come up with the best technology to defend Israel, to fight against 7 fronts: Hamas, Lebanons, Palestinians, Irans, and other terrorist groups. How they do it now with that kind of technology they have must be really super advanced. that they can detect. Next, we move on to this one, the questions, how we answer using the DERL. So the questionnaire, okay, this is how we work on the actual for the structure response questions. Now, this structure response questions is like, you know, the extract 1, 2, and 3, right? So with the extract 1, 2, and 3, you must first of all answer the questions, ATQ, and then what is it? Define the factor, explain in details, describe. And anything that you describe, if it in your English, you also same thing. You have to describe and explain. Once you explain, you must give okay, so fine. What is your example? What is your evidence to prove that whatever you explain is real and is true? Then after you give the explanation clearly to the examiner or to your counterpart or to the person that is reading your notes, whatever, you must make sure that the person express with good confidence. After reading this from Yi Michael, Zach, and Thomas, I feel that this essay was well written. Got the beef of it, got the meaty stuff, and is able to give a good example, convince me that why this is important, able to connect me why this is workable, able to give me the confidence why I should give you more marks. Okay, so the expression must be good. Once you have a good expressions, the result will come in. So what happened? Okay, has a result, you feel good about it, right? So you will continue to do business with Singapore. You know Singapore is safe and sound. There's a lot of example. The statistics shows that in the Southeast Asia, Singapore is one of the safest place. You can even jog at night at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Nobody give a bloody damn to you. You go and jog in Barcelona. You go and jog in Paris. You go and jog in New York. You see what you get lah. Either you get killed, get robbed, or raped, or molest. All the negative. Am I bad-mouthing these countries or these places? I mean, you go and decide on it by yourself, okay? Now, last but not least, of course, you have to lean back the questions. This is for structure response question as well as structure essay question for history. So once you've done this, we give another example called ice syrup. Wow, today all the boys, the girls are not here anymore. Or the girls got what? Something else, something on. Oh, Thomas, I saw your answer. You did not do question 5. Aiyo. Question 5 is the 10 marks question, 对吗?
Yeah.
Okay, that one a lot of students say I got no time, I cannot make it. It's bloody nonsense.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
I got no
sure,
time. I left 15 minutes. I just skipped the question. I don't know why. I just never saw it.
Oh my God, don't skip, please. Even you write a few sentences, at least you got a few marks. Okay, so please do it diligently on this coming O-level exam. So if it's a 5 marks question, spend not more than 10 minutes. If it's a 6 mark question, spend not more than 12 minutes. If it's a 10 mark questions, do not spend more than 20 minutes. Okay, let's talk about ice syrup. You can see here, ice syrup is used for source-based questions. Michael, you can see. Oops. Okay, what is ice syrup? I stand for infer. So as usual for the 5 marks questions, you must infer, or if there's a purpose, you must have a context, message, and audience and outcome. Okay. Okay, why, how, and what's the source is to convince, is to criticize, to warn, or persuade, or condemn. Take note, this is infer. Infer usually is 5 marks. As I told you before, it's best to have 2 inference. I leave it to you. If you want to put 1 inference, go ahead. Now, what does source A tells you, show you about? Okay, so these are 5 marks. But if you say why, why does the cartoonist or message source A tell you why? Mostly you have the signal and purpose. Okay, take note. For why 6 marks, you must have the context, you must have the message, and then who is the target audience, and what is the outcome. So far, okay, Michael? You look very blurred. Then, I just want to revise through.
Yeah, sure. I just have a headache today. It's fine.
Oh, you're having a migraine? Is it? Or you took your medicine? You can lie down if you want to. Okay? No, seriously. Comparison, as usual, if it's a comparison questions, for goodness sake, you must have similarity and differences. What happened? Tian Xiang, are you in? Yeah, Tian Xiang is in. Okay, wait. Tian Xiang, please kindly show me your Zoom chat, your SS mark for your prelim. Oh, thank you very much. All right, so let's move on now. Where's my mouse? Okay, so when you have comparison, you must have one paragraph similar and one paragraph difference. Do not get tell me no time again. So sometimes they might ask you what is the purpose of these similarity questions or what is the purpose of difference. But usually the tones will talk about the difference in tones in terms of differences. Or sometimes you can say the tones are similar because both of them are very supportive of the government's policy. Of course, the content, the provenance is where, the source A, source B, the statement that's the same. Thank you, Tian Xiang. So total, there must be 5 paragraphs and you must have a common criteria to talk about. That means if you're talking about MediSave, you're talking about insurance, CPF, you're talking about national service, you're talking about healthcare, there must be a common criteria. How different, similar are both source A and E? So, okay, this is something like, talk about this. Both source A, remember for goodness sake, I told you before, you don't put both D and E, you jolly well have to put the source, please. If you don't listen to me and you just put there both source C and what the hell, both source D and E, please, you have to put both sources D and E. A difference in terms of common criteria, but both of them are mocking the government, both of them are against the government, both of them are supporting the government. Okay, this can be supported. So reliability check is you have to cross-reference 3C. First you claim why is it reliable based on your GK or CK. Then you cross-reference, you check with cross-referencing. Okay, you claim that, okay, I agree that it is reliable because the government has in place the Medi Fund. Then you cross-reference to another source with a critical assessment of the provenance. You check whether the provenance, the person who say that, is it a blogger or is it a CNA News or is it a president of United States, whoever say that. Yes, can be trusted or no, cannot be trusted. It all depends on how you view it, how you make a stand, how you take it like from here. I think this president, the way he say about cutting costs, about talking about racism is not very useful. But after all, he's a president. Why do you think he want to say that? Example. So next, we're talking about usefulness. Now, usefulness and reliability is different. Every source is very useful. But which one is more reliable? One more time. Every source is very useful. But which source is more reliable to support your claims, to able to cross-reference and then check on the critical? Oh, because this source is reliable because it was said by Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. It was said by this famous renowned person. All right, usefulness is the most important. Okay. Usefulness is that state how source is useful. When you say useful, don't say reliable. Two different things. So limitation in content must write reliability. So there is a limited reliability, therefore it's not useful. Explain between reliability and usefulness. Is useful, therefore it is reliable. It is not reliable, therefore it is not useful. Okay, take note of these statements. So next we know about purpose. What is the purpose of the source? Is it to mock the government, to encourage citizens to take up medicines and to be sarcastic to a certain group of people who has made the place very dirty, like return trays, that kind of stuff, and to show to the world, the audience, what is it all about, and to create awareness to the public, to see that whether this healthcare is acceptable, is reasonable for people who have low income and then aging populations. Do we need to build more of the aging homes or nursing home, or should we get more of these user-friendly facilities in our neighborhood? Especially most of them are having more dementia. The tone is always this positive, negative, biased, unbiased, supportive, not supportive, encouraging, discouraging, harsh, gentle, means, fair, optimistic, pessimistic. You can add more to it. So, but when you say positive tones, of course, you must support your evidence. When you say negative tones, of course, you support your evidence. But then you have to say, why do you think it's positive? You see, gentlemen, doesn't mean that when you say positive, the examiner will accept it. He or she might think, no, I think this is negative. Why do you say positive? So if you think it's positive and you can convince with a good example and a good explanations, hey, they might accept it, no? Okay, so take note now. So I've done my dear. That is for SRQ, structured response question. This one, that's for structured response questions. And then I've done this one for ICRAP. ICRAP. Okay, it's an acronym for infer, for comparison, for reliability, usefulness, purpose, and tone. Okay, thank you. So this is called the dear. All right, so first of all, you describe your point. You can use your history, your social study, anything in your A-level zone. I call the dear. So we describe your point. So for example, if you say, what should I say about the topic? Let me see. Okay, let's say we talk about terrorism. Terrorism is a big issue. Okay, so you describe terrorism is become an international arena platform. Please explain why. Because you realize that terrorism feel that the Western power or Westernizations has eroded their culture, their value, their belief, their traditional stuff. So this explains why there is a mushroom of a lot of terrorism coming around. So can you give an example? For example, the 911 is another example. Okay. And then evidence and example is the same. At least one or two examples. So maybe it's 911 and the other one is Bali bombing. Okay, they feel that the Western is encroaching and attacking and destroying their Indonesian cultures or their Islamic cultures. Yeah. Okay. Next, of course, you must have the expression of feelings. The magic word is therefore, if there is a proper security, you see Bali bombing and all this, you are deterring the tourists to go and visit the place. But now you say no need, don't worry. I have a very TikTok, very beef up security. I make sure there will be no more attack like this. And how do you prove? Maybe you can see on the TikTok, the regular police car patrolling the areas, more police, more cameras. Yeah. So then you feel what? You feel safe and sound. Therefore, you don't mind to go and visit Bali again. All right. So as a result, what happens? That no, the tourists have been no, sorry, not tourists. Terrorism has been overcome by all these measures to prevent terrorism from happening in Bali. So as a result, there are people who are willing to travel to Bali to enjoy a good holidays. Right? This is how we link back. Okay. Can dear? I leave it to you if your teachers have other formats, others acronyms or other methods or formulas to use it. As long as you're happy. 他有一节课费，今晚过后就没有。Who is that? Oh, 天香. Okay, 天香. They say you got a free lesson today, and then you're not going to continue. I'm not sure. And mine is okay. You all will come in anytime, and I hope you all can come on the 26th of October. I just said 26th of October, 10:30 a.m. for the face-to-face what do you call meetup and more discussion on the social study. All right. So okay, let's talk about this one. How to use DEAR to do SEQ for 5 marks or 10 marks. That was the old syllabus, but this one is about 7 to 8 marks, which is 8 marks. Okay. So let's talk about this one. Do you agree that having capable and morally upright leaders is the most important factors in sustaining Singapore economic competencies? Explain your answer. So if this is an SRQ, you'll say that, do you agree that the government is having good leaders is more important, or the citizen who is cohesive are more important? Which one is more important? All right. Very tired. Can I have Zach? Can you read now?
Yes, I agree that having capable and morally upright leaders is an important factor in sustaining Singapore's competency. As Singapore needs leaders who are talented and diligent, they must also have an honest character so that they would not be corrupted Most importantly, they must have the moral courage to make the best decisions for the country, even if such decisions may not be popular among the citizens. For instance, the senior members of the parliament are willing to take a larger pay cut during the economic crisis. Apparently, the leaders are able to take initiative to take a larger pay cut than most people in the effort to help Singapore right out of the recession. Thus, our leaders serve as role models when they lead by good examples and earn the respect and confidence of the people. Therefore, the good leader will be able to foresee problems hindering economic growth by while working together the country can prosper and progress as a nation. Hence, having capable and morally upright leaders I cannot see the bottom. Thank you. Are very important in maintaining Singapore's economic competency.
Wait, I make it smaller so that I can fix into one. Okay, so you see, this is called the deer for the SRQ. And some of you are doing history, of course, you can use this method. And in future, if you're going for A level, anything, I feel that this is a very good, a very one may, not 100%, a good so-called explanations to use this. You ATQ, you describe, you explain with example, and then people will feel, the expression is people will feel good about it or bad about it, and the outcomes is either positive or negative, and link back to the questions. Okay, so I leave it to you. If your teachers has better formula to do for SRQ, go ahead, choose the best weapon, the best tool to answer SRQ and score 8 marks. Okay, let's move on to structure response question. There's another way of doing using DIA. First of all, you need to identify, identify the structure response questions. Whether this later we got exercise, so we can use it as this one. So we are calling a text C. Like text C is like time factors. T stand for the time factors. Anything that is before 2000 is the past. Anything that is 2000s and now 2024 is the present. Anything that is 2025 next year and beyond is the future. So the time factors is very important, especially if there's one topic talking about the Singapore Green Plan, which is 2030. And now the present is talking about sustainability, which is using anti-plastic bag. And the past is about people want to be eco-friendly, but they cannot have the means to do it. So you see there are 3 different levels, different scenario, different timeline. So that time factor. Then of course the audience. Audience, according to what I researched, is about coming to 25 different types of audience. Here, these are all the audience. So it is important you have the timeline. You must target what kind of audience to talk about it. And then you explain, right? Explain using the abstract idea. Explain using the why do you think the governments or the citizens are more important to the country. Then you must ask yourself, is this an issue 1, 2, or 3? If it's an issue 1, of course, we know what's the rights. Okay, this is, if we are issue 1s, that we know that this is the rights. Okay, this one, issue 1, the rights. Okay, all these things. But if it's issue 2, we talking about the diversity, opportunities, and the threats. If we are issue 3s, we know all this. This is got to do with globalizations, leadership, diplomacy, and of course, cybersecurity. Okay, so we are clear on this one. We also clear for this one, taxi. Of course, now extract 1, 2, and 3. We done this, Ian and Michael, Thomas. We don't do it. We do not. No, right? This is a Hua Chong paper. We done it, yeah. 1, 2, 3. I don't think so, right? We didn't do right. Extract 2 and 3 reflect on the roles of the government in working for good of the society. So when you see the good of society is issue 1, by maintaining order and security, and by providing goods and services for the public. Do you think the role of the government is more important in maintaining order and security, or in providing goods and services? So this is your answer, okay? So this one, temporary is not available. Okay, and yeah, the rest. We also, I think, maybe not available. Okay. So look at this one, extract one. Safe environments and secure borders are fundamental to the existence and progress of any nations. One of the duties of the Singapore government is to maintain internal order and external security. So internal order, we are talking about Singapore Civil Defence Force as well as the Singapore Police Force. External, of course, we are talking about the military, the air, land, and sea. So which one do you think is more important? Okay. Extract 3. Governments devote significant resources to provide public goods and services so as to improve the well-being of their citizens. Goods and services, you realize this is also issue 1. Exploring is the case, so definitely it's issue 1. Okay, so the provision of these goods must therefore fall on the government's shoulder, who has the resources and authority to obtain the financial resources for the production. Are you sure now of these goods and services? So are you saying that the citizens cannot have their own means to have their own resources to provide? So die must depend on governments, so that all citizens have to access to that. So your task is to prove that extract 2 and 3. Which one do you think is more important, the government role or also the same, the government providing goods and services? Because the public, the citizen cannot afford to do that because it's a huge budget, a big project. We need a lot of experienced people to be involved so that the money is fully in good use. All right, so yep. So can you Ken Xiang, we talk about goods and services, so you need to explain your stand. Michael, Thomas, and in fact, the rest of you, you talk about maintaining law and order, which is the internal factors, which is the the Singapore Police Force and Civil Defence Force. And we are talking about external, of course, the air, land, and sea, the soldiers, military. Okay, let's put your 2 cents worth of thoughts here and tell me why do you think maintaining law and orders is more important than providing goods and services? Okay, please type your answer here. Thank you very much. I'm going to get someone to drink something.
So shall we just type out the reasons?
Yes, but of course, when you type out, you must have 3 paragraphs. One, you talk about maintaining law and security is one factor. And then, of course, you take the second paragraph, you're talking about goods and services. Why is it? And then finally, why you choose goods and services. Okay. So total, there are 3 paragraphs. So like this one here, like Kian Xiang, you say para 1. Maybe you talk about this one. Then para 2, you talk about goods and services. Then para 3, why goods and services is more important. So that goes same to Michael. Good? Good cannot. Are you able to use the DERL? Can you use the DERL to put the point across? So for paragraph 1, you can describe, explain with evidence. Evidence example. Then how you express how you feel about maintaining order and security, and then use a magic word task, hence, and therefore, and then you result as a result what will happen, and finally how can you link back to the questions. So paragraph 3 is the finale, the decision that you need to make. Why do you think the point that you selected is more powerful, more convincing? So the same thing that it goes to your exam. Okay, before you pen it down, don't write halfway. Shit, they correct. This one I don't want it. I want to change to goods and services, or you want to change back to maintaining law and orders. Please decide. Once you decide, okay, the best is, my advice is to write on a rough paper first and make sure that this is the point that you want, the conclusion, then you put it inside. They don't just write halfway, then you decide, no, I changed. No time already, yeah. Okay, because you got these 10 marks question also. Nobody said I'm still typing. Please type Zach and Thomas. Congratulations, I see all of you, the 5 gentlemen all passed social study. Yeah, well done. So practice this. I know these few days it's going to be very stressful because you got the most important paper, the 2 most important paper, English and math. And then of course Friday, those of you are doing history and geography. Then next week will be next week is what? 23rd. Yeah. When's the Deepavali? No. Deepavali is on 31st. Okay, that is on the Thursday. 还久. Oh, last day of the month. So now it's the 12th, right? Is it 13? So we got 20. One more lesson, Zoom, 26 face-to-face, 10:30 to 12:30, which is at Grassroot Club at near Yio Chu Kang MRT stations. The 26th of June is actually 26th of October is actually replaced of the 5th of the 6th of October because you all got this practical exam. And then 27 is the last lessons of Zoom for the actual exam on the 28th of social study on Monday morning, if I'm not mistaken. And that's it. All the best. Still got a lot of things to discuss. So please submit your answer now.
Sure.
Yes.
What if I'm only able to finish one paragraph for now?
Then you submit the one paragraph for me, which is which
Okay.
one? You are talking about maintaining all is
Yeah, the first para. The first para.
Yeah, maintain all order and security, right?
Yeah.
Then after that, submit second. It's okay. I just want to walk around. I sit until I tired. I want to sleep. Today I went to the Marina Barrage because got a lot of store with a lot of people runner. Oh yo, all marathon runner. Hey, hope you guys I'm having a year-end party. Most likely end of the year on the 29th or 30th. We're going to hold a year-end party. I know some of you are now on after that going for flying here and there, holiday mood. But I will send out the invitations. I'm planning. Thank you, Michael. Do you use
This is
the
the unfinished first paragraph.
do you use the DERL or your own?
Honestly, I don't know. I just
Honestly, you don't know. Oh, thank you. Honesty. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The honesty. Oh, very honest. Relax, bro. Relax. Don't worry. No big deal, right? You realize see the Hua Chong one, 12 bucks You guys only 8 marks Don't compare. And then your 7 marks is their 8 marks Ian, Thomas, Tian Xiang, Zachary. See there? We may not have the time to read through the answer, so we're going to read through next week because I got my own notes to share with you. So I want you to read my notes later. Later we'll do that. So for meanwhile, this one is supposed to be done as a homework. So no choice, I have to force you to do it now so that I can test you your time management. Okay, to test your time management. Okay. But of course, not very good testing. You know why not, Tian? Because you are typing, not writing. So you must see your handwriting also. You better have a good rest, Michael. After that, go and good rest. Tomorrow got exam, no right? Sleep well, sleep well. This one is a pre-exam symptom. Sure have one. I can tell you because I took a lot of exam in my life, so I can tell you seriously pre and post. Even after exam also can feel headache because you use up all your energy already. My advice is take some 100+, some 鸡精,人参, some vitamins, but don't take Red Bull. Don't ever take Red Bull. You will affect your kidney and your little bird there. Don't. You can eat. No, serious. I'm not kidding. You don't believe, you check. I used to take a lot of Red Bull when I was in the army. Hey, don't laugh until I cannot pee well. No. I'm seriously. Don't take Red Bull, seriously. Hello, brother. We are talking about the maintaining order and security in Singapore. Why you going to tell me Russia and Ukraine? You'll be out of point. I mean, in terms of creativity, I can give you marks. Hello, brother. We are talking about Singapore. 新加坡不是苏联跟那个不是俄罗斯跟 Ukraine 是什么讲乌克兰。You
Then
don't
could you just delete that example?
No, you retype for me lah. I put there first.
No,
It serve as a warning to the rest.
I already deleted it already. I deleted it just now.
你记得不用紧，我知道你今天不舒服but please 躲龙求求你你不要 screw up in the exam 但是问题新加坡它不是but don't please, you never know this question might be asking for international terrain as a world terrain, so it might be useful 因为这个是 issue 1如果是 issue 3这个就可以了 terrorism and maintaining peace and security。你要记住that's why 那个 issue 1, 2 and 3 must be very careful
But sure, I just deleted that explanation, like the example that I wrote already just now.
This one like that like that is it. Then I must do this like that okay, at least to make sure that you don't make the mistake if not you delete, you forgot already. Correct not? This is not to mock you this is to a reminder Please Zach, I hope Zach and Thomas you are typing because by 9:30 I will stop already because I don't take too much of your time, because some of you might having exam tomorrow. Ian 没有Thomas 没有 right? Zach 也是没有Zach, do you have exam tomorrow?
What exam tomorrow?
Do you have exam tomorrow?
No, mine starts on Wednesday.
Oh no, I mean sorry. Do you have any practical exam tomorrow?
Oh, I already finished all my practicals.
Oh, okay, so no exam tomorrow. Okay, then it's okay. 天香do you have any exam tomorrow? No okay, thank you, sir. Please don't type after your handphone got no handphone. Your laptop got no battery then bam, all your thing gone Submit whatever you can now and then I'll just paste it on the screen Thank you, Ian. Wait. Oh, this is your paragraph one, or Ian? Correct. Okay, thanks. I'm reading. You're doing a Hua Chong paper, huh? Wait. This one is still paragraph one, Michael. Huh? You don't need the E. It's okay. But if you can write so long, remember, time limit, in the exam, But for practice, okay, I don't care. But for exam, be careful. Mind your this the time management. No need to write. Why cancel all the way? Sucks. Damn it.
Sure. I have a question.
Yes, please.
Like, okay, how much is enough for like essays? Because I realized during prelims, right, I definitely overran the amount of time that I was using on the essays because I think I spent like 45 minutes on both essays, just which left me like very little time for the evaluative question. So I was only be able to do like 2 paragraphs. So
You
like
can use my
how
dear lor. You can use my dear to do it lor.
yeah.
This one. Then it will be, you see, like this one, you see, like that. One paragraph for security and order. Then the second paragraph is the same thing. Then the third paragraph is actually very short. Therefore, I think order and securities are more important in Singapore because the sovereignties and the freedoms of a country depends on security. Full stop. Then. So the third paragraph is okay. If you want, there's no hard and fast rule. There's no must have. Ideally, about 5 sentences to end your conclusion. 5 sentences. Okay, not more than 5. So this is not the first time a student asked me this kind of questions. So how long is to write? There's no hard and fast rule. Like for example, you can write a lot of this one here, because your conclusion is to support that maintaining order and security is the most paramount important. Then when it comes to goods and services, you might only write about 4-5 sentences. Okay, and then with one simple example, and then the final paragraph we say, I put therefore security and service are more important. Oh, you are talking about goods and services, no, right? Are you talking about goods and services?
No, I'm maintaining order and security.
Damn it.
It's
Yeah.
literally there, Cher. This is literally the first thing.
No, I typed wrongly. So here, it's wrong. You see, here it's wrong already. Yeah. Because I copy and paste just now, sorry. Not your fault. Okay, so Tian Xiang one also the same, right? Because it takes goods and services. Okay, fair enough. And this one will be this one. 诶，汇如 is goods and services. So this one is not you. So this will be here. Ah, damn it. The Thomas one is order. Z one is also order and law. And Tian Yan one is also order and law. So it's not goods and services. Oh yeah, first paragraph is goods and services. Why am I getting so confused? So sorry. Okay, this is not. Oh, Z is oh, thank you, Thomas. So Thomas, this one is this one here. Then Z is this one here. So Michael, later you can see your classmate, those of you, some of them will be with me longer. They roughly know how to write on certain format. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Let us say first. Oh, any more, Tian Xiang? The rest of you? Eh, no news already. That's all. Stop already. That's all. Come on, my guys. Come on, come on. You still got 10 more minutes. Thank you, Tian Xiang. Thank you, Michael. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, no, don't come. One come, all come together. Wow.
Sure, again, my paragraph's not finished.
Actually, it's good though. I encourage you to write long. Michael, you know why? Because you're actually preparing yourself for higher learning in your A level, in your further study. Okay, I prefer my student to overrun and overwrite. But of course, in exam, of course, you have to know how to manage when to trim your essay properly. Yeah. If not, then good luck to you, because this is how it is. I'm so sorry. I'm afraid you're not wrong, but that's how it works in MOE exam. 天翔 thank you. Wow, 不要给哦，一次给这么多啊，天翔 steady brother. Okay, thank you very much. Actually, what 天翔 wrote like that, as well as who Ian like that. Okay, Ian Thomas, Ian like that. Okay, and Zach 就可以了。Michael. Oh, wow, steady. 天翔 well done, man. Okay, see? But that's the answer for 天翔. So to see the differentiation, oh my gosh, seriously, sorry. So remember, in your SRQ in the exam must write like that. Thank you. You may see also. Yeah, don't talk about Dyson. I'm so worried. One of my good friends' son working in Dyson recently, don't know got retrenched or not. So poor thing. Dyson. Yeah, Dyson vacuum all the job become jobless already. What the irony we are talking about? Is it oxymoron? Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Very sad. We just kick everyone out. That's it, without explanation much, you know. Even though we follow the union's guideline, but sucks. Okay, Tian Xiang, you are fully completed already, yeah? Well done. So next week, we're going to read your answer to the class because I got my own answer to read. I cannot have time already. So next week, we're going to read your answer as well. I'm going to go through this one. I'm going to read this one before and I will take away this one. Then we'll see how it is. In my opinion, is it linked? Oh, this one is similarity and differences. Oh, this one must be difference, inference with CPL Live. Oh, that one, okay. And after this one finish, we talk about this one. Okay. We contribute to the what's the goods of society. Yeah, here. Yes. We can talk about it. Okay, good. Then we got this one to talk about PMD share being a Singaporean. Okay, this one very bad. The graph itself. I think it's Afghanistan. Very bad. Turkey, this one is Turkey. This one is Syria. Oh, number of terrorist attacks in 2016 by country. Okay, so this is a country. So this is Iran, Afghanistan. This one I really cannot see. I kind of decipher it. Syria, this Somalia, I think. Turkey, Nigeria. This one I don't know. Who else has not to be submitting? We got 5 more minutes, gentlemen. Okay. Ian, are you coming for the second paragraph? Thomas, are you coming for the second paragraph instead of Zach? Xiang, when you're free, you can actually read through some of your friends' answer if you don't mind. So, Michael, you are doing your conclusion now, right? The paragraph 3, yeah? Two more minutes before 9:30. I come back to you, right? I'm back. Oh, good. Ian, that is for. Eh? You see in the first paragraph, Ian.
I wrote the first one and the third one.
Well, this is a conclusion, huh?
The paragraph that I sent just now was the third paragraph.
This one, this one here, is it? Am I saying, is it this one?
Yeah.
And then what about second paragraph? Not yet, lah.
I haven't do.
Oh, very smart, huh? You do the other way around, huh? Okay.
Yeah,
I got-
yeah, it's like the two paragraph is like flip. The order is different. Like the
No,
paragraph.
I'm reading, sorry. It's not, I don't want to answer you. I'm reading because silent, yeah, it's flip. Oh, okay. I've become the yellow terrorist. Okay. Don't worry, I will go through and mark later on next lesson, or we'll take a look when I'm free. Okay, so yep. So Ian do in this way, okay, nothing wrong. As long as you know what you do, because the third paragraph is the most important. Are you okay, Ian? It looks very tiring. Huh? Are you okay now? Yeah. You look very stressed. Relax, relax. Okay. Not like the last few months, I see you, wow, 春风满面. Very happy. Today, is it stress, Exam coming, No, okay. Hey, Zach. This is what, This is, hey, this is what? Zach, this one is the third paragraph or second paragraph?
Second.
So good and services,
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, Michael, yours is conclusion, right? Michael, I can't see you because I'm typing, I'm looking at another screen. Would you mind answer me? Yes or no? Is it a conclusion? Oh, you're dying. You want to die already? Yes, lah. Can't you
Yes,
see?
it is.
I know. I'm very tired already. Bloody hell, can't you do yourself and read? Wait. Let me check on the paragraph. Actually, I don't want to get it wrong. Paragraph 2, here. Thank you, Michael. So Michael is done. Thomas, I'm waiting for your paragraph 2 and 3. Tian Xiang done. Michael done. Ian not yet. Ian left the this one's the second paragraph. Zach, only your conclusion. Thomas will be your paragraph 2 and 3. Why you take delay away, Zach? You send already, then you delete.
No, I didn't send the entire thing.
Oh, I was about to copy already, and then you delete off. Oh, it's not Tianxiang. Zach, this will be our last lesson, right?
I thought there was one more.
I don't know. I can't be bothered. This was what my colleague was telling me. Whatever it is, don't worry, okay?
Okay.
You still can ask me whoever, you still can come on. Don't be shy. Anything not sure, WhatsApp me. You need to meet up in Glassroom Club and talk to me. Like what today, Zach, this you should know, right, in the group chat. These are Han Ling and Tian Yu and Ya Ye went down to ask me about doing English stuff. Okay, Zach, thank you. So we left Yi Yuan for second paragraph. And Thomas, your will be where's Thomas? Thomas, your second and third paragraph, please. Thomas, are you there? Are you there, Thomas? You're not gonna reply me once Ian finish our close shop, Are you there? One more time, Thomas. Liu Shixian 先生你在吗? I can't hear you, Lei. I really can't hear you. 我听不到你讲话. Can you thumbs up? Are you typing? Are you typing paragraph 2 and 3? It's 9:36 already. 9:38 or 9:38 soon. Please hurry up. Give me the second paragraph. Whatever you type, just send it to me now. This is definitely quite short for the second paragraph, to be honest. That's why whatever you can type, you would quickly send to me. You're not going to lose everything. Jiao, come on. You can do it, man, guys. Come on. And next week, I know I need to know by next week. You must tell me. I know now you are very stressed because you got a few major paper on the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Next Sunday, I need to know for RSVP to reserve on the 26th of October, 10:30 a.m. face-to-face Glassroom Club. Who is coming? Okay, so I need to order the food for you and make sure to reserve the table for you. Right? Thank you. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. That's all, Ian. You answer? That's all, huh? Okay. Where's your answer? All right, thank you, Ian. So only left Thomas. Waiting for your conclusion. Okay, thank you. Tian Xiang, one done. Sui. Very nice. Michael, one done. Sui. Hui Ru, next week then you do Hui Ru. Z1 also done. Sui. Beautiful. Yuan also done. Sui. Okay. Where is Thomas? Thomas is here. Thomas is yeah, here. Okay. Once Thomas done, we'll close shop. All the best. May I pray for all of you who are here? Pass your English. Pass your no Chinese or your pass Chinese already. Pass your English, pass your math paper, pass your history or geography paper, pass your listening compre, right? And do well. Have confidence, concentrations, convince yourself, connect whatever you have learned, and be creative. And be most important thing, very calm. Okay, don't have butterfly in your stomach, please. Go to the toilets first before you go into the hall. Of course, don't drink too much water lah. If it's aircon room, bring your sweater along. I mean, you have done this in your prelim already, so I know a bit broken record to keep informing all of you again. So yeah. Right. Thank you so much, guys. So we got 3 more lessons to go, and that's end of the whole entire social study class with Uncle Raven. Thank you very much. 大哥你好了没有？不要拜拜先，还没有拜拜。我们在等那个刘先生。太短了嘞。Definitely not acceptable. If this one like that, you're still typing 哦。哎呦，为什么是这样？Stupid。OK。That's all, Thomas.
Yeah, because I lost my graph.
Huh? Can you Control V though? Control V or Control Z to look for it?
So because I was typing in the chat, then I accidentally tapped the screen, then it's all gone.
Send it to me later at end of the class. Send it to me to WhatsApp. Okay?
Okay.
I'll paste for you, don't because you never know what happened if this question come out in your O level this year. Okay, you never know. So that's why you're predicting all these kind of questions. Okay, I don't want to take too much of your time. All right, guys.